What do you think
A
about the
lot.
elite membership?
It's changed my life. The elite community helped me, the perfect one.
All right. So, hey, Patrick, how are you doing?
Hey, very good, very good. Preparing for the next week.
That's awesome, man. How was last week?
I didn't trade on my funded account. I trade on a $5,000 phase one, and it was good. I'm one step away to pass it.
That's awesome, man. That's absolutely amazing. And the main reason for you not trading the past week, what was that?
So first of all, in my backtesting journey, I skipped the first week of every single year. But in the first day of this year, I saw that price is moving nice and decided to trade on a 5K account and don't waste that. I think it was a 4 day trading.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I've also noticed that the price action for the beginning of the year is exceptionally good, especially
Yeah,
yesterday with NFP. It was absolutely stunning price action. So I also took a few dabbles in the market and I had some fun. All right. So,
yeah.
Patrick, let me ask you about your background. Like, I want to know completely, how did you even hear about Forex in the first place? How did you get into trading? I want to know everything about that. Could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, so about the trading, I heard it when I was 13 years old and started to exchange money from, let's say, bank to Bitcoin and Bitcoin to Ethereum and made some money there. But I didn't know about trading stuff. That's when I heard about crypto. Then got into crypto, but this is 1 year later in 2021. Got into crypto trading, but I lost a lot of money and time. I think about 2 years, something like that.
You've been trading crypto for 2 years and you started when you were 13. Is that right?
So I started when I was 13 about exchanging crypto.
Damn, most kids are playing games. You've been trading crypto. That's quite impressive, actually.
Yeah, I was playing games too, but I was trying to make money for me to buy a new PC because my PC wasn't the best.
Hey, that's a nice goal,
Uh,
man.
Yeah, then I found out about the first trade. It's not trade. I bought, I think, Ripple XRP, something like that. I put $300, and the next 3 days I tripled the money, and I was fascinated about it.
Yeah, I bet. Indeed, at that age. That's nice.
I was 14, and then in 2021 I started to look for trading courses and something like that. Then found some YouTube tutorials that helped me understand it a bit, but the retail thing like support and resistance, moving average, and breakout and retest. And for the next, I think 1.1.5 years, I traded retail concepts and lost a lot of money and time.
Yeah, I bet. Indeed. The thing
Yeah.
about those retail strategies, I mean, they do work, but it's very difficult when you don't have a concept behind what the market is going to do. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of trading when it comes to retail is you waiting for price to get to a certain point, and then price doesn't seem to do what you want it to do. And then you just miss out on a bunch of opportunities or take a bunch of trades that made no sense. And afterwards, when you take these losses, you have no means to actually explain what happened here. Why did it not work? You just write it off as a loss and continue. So it's very difficult to trade these strategies and actually grow from them because you don't have any concepts behind them, right?
Yeah, and when I was learning, I didn't know about risk management, some all of these things. I was risking like 50% of my account on one trade, and I
Damn,
was
that's
moving my stop loss, and yeah,
and how did that work out for you?
very bad.
I bet. All right. And then when did everything start to really change for you? Did you discover SMC, or like what was the bridge from you joining the elite membership here to getting there?
So I found I give it one more try after seeing a video. The first 5 seconds of the video was this is why you fail as a trader, and I understand about liquidity and everything and how the smart money people used me as liquidity, and then trading changed for me after
Yeah.
that. This was last year in June in 2023. Then watch more videos about trading, but didn't find something that I was looking for. Found basic things, strategy, and yeah.
All right. And that is when you decided to start trading SMC, or did you skip the whole SMC bit and jumped immediately
No,
into ICT concepts?
I didn't like the SMC that much. I knew something about ICT and I liked more the ICT than SMC. And I was trying to find a mentor that explain in the way I want. And that's when I found you, your YouTube videos.
Okay. And did you go through all the videos that were available then before deciding to join the elite membership, or did
No,
you just jump in immediately?
I saw the first video and I was that's it and I joined the elite.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
And that decision of joining the elite membership, could you tell me how you enjoyed that? What do you think
a
about the
lot.
elite membership?
It's changed my life right now.
That's beautiful to hear, man. How
Yeah.
did it change your life? I'm curious.
So right now I know that trading can change my life and I didn't need to work a 9 to 5 in my life.
Yeah, that's very impressive actually, because how old are you right now?
I'm 17.
That's awesome, man. You're 17, you're still going to school,
Yeah.
and you now acquired a skill, because I think it's safe to say that you have just acquired a skill for life, which you can now utilize to actually get a steady income, like you said, without ever going to have to even see what a 9 to 5 is like. That's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And so, how do your parents feel about that?
Now they don't even care about trading because I didn't show them money and that I can maintain my life and I can pay my rent and something like that, my food, everything. But
Yeah.
I explained last week my dad something about trading and he understood a bit and was happy that I'm trading right now.
Yeah, I feel you. And it's actually very mature of you, because I see a lot of traders who start their learning process and they start seeing their first profitable week, or they start seeing some positive results. They immediately go to their parents, they go to their entire family, and they're like, hey, I'm trading, I'm going to become a full-time trader. And everyone is going to say the same thing, like, this is not something that you can achieve. This is not possible, because it sounds too good to be true. Like, when they explain it, it seems like an easy hack to getting money. Well, you probably know by now that it isn't. It is really hard work. And I think it's really mature of you that you actually decided to wait to inform your parents about your goals, and that just now you've actually acquired your consistency. And I think we can start calling you a pretty professional trader, right?
No, I'm still far away from a professional trader. I mean,
Okay.
I have 2 months that are profitable right now, November and December.
Yeah, but I mean, something changed for you, right? Because you now have 2 consistent months, but the build up to that also means that you had to pass a phase 1, a phase 2.
Yeah.
You're now on the way of passing that second funded account that you got from a giveaway, which is absolutely spectacular. And I think there are almost no people out there who have actually managed to achieve this. So you actually are the 1% right now. And trust me, I'm very confident in saying, like, if it was just 1 month or you managed to just acquire one phase of passing, you cannot call yourself a consistent trader yet. But right now, with what I've seen from you, I'm pretty confident in saying you have acquired a skill for life. You are going to maintain in that consistency. I'm not saying there are going to be hurdles. And indeed, like you're saying, you're not at the professional level that you want to be at just yet, but you will get there very soon. I can promise you that. It will be a work in progress, but you will get there. But trust me, as soon as you can see that consistency kicking in and you have that click of knowing how you look at the markets, knowing exactly when to execute, when not to execute, you apply proper risk management. At that point, man, you are going to see changes in your life that are beyond imaginable at first. So, I mean, you're very humble and I respect that, but do not underestimate what you have achieved here right now, because it is truly, truly amazing what you've done at your age in the time that you had.
I still can't believe that I only blew one account, and that was because I was having problems with my emotions.
At
I know,
17, that's to be expected, right? Like, having issues with your emotions at 17 years old is to be expected, but I must say you're quite mature for your age. I know that from talking to you now, talking to you before. So that's quite nice, man.
thank you. But I don't know, because that many good things happen, like passing phase 1, phase 2, I'm a bit afraid that something bad will come and I don't know what.
I think we had a chat about this, no? Like, I remember back in the day, you were saying life is getting too good, something is up. And I gave you the analogy, like, indeed, I also believe in the concept that if there are always going to be pluses, at one point there is going to have to be a negative thing, right? So if you're getting blessings and blessings and blessings, you have to prepare yourself to hit that negative. And I remember that around that period, I was in the hospital and we were having a chat and you were saying, like, yeah, man, everything is going too great and I can feel something negative is coming. And I say, yeah, okay, be prepared for it and you'll manage. And then I think it was your math exam, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, make sure to not go through life as a complete pessimist, but indeed be mindful. If everything is going too well, you're going to have to expect that something negative is going to come, whether it be a losing streak or blowing one of your funded accounts. It doesn't matter. Something might happen. And it's good that you keep that in the back of your head so you know it's just life. Life is pluses, life is minus. There has to be balance somehow. And I think if you prepare for that, that's a really healthy mindset. But don't be waiting for something negative to happen, because manifestation, as I do preach in the elite membership as well, I think manifestation is a really important thing. So if you're going to overload your mindset, hey, something negative must happen, then at one point you are going to force something negative to happen.
Yeah, didn't think of this. I need
Great,
to
man.
stop thinking that something bad will happen.
Yeah, for sure. You need to expect it, right? You always need to expect it. Just like when
Yeah.
playing chess, you can always look at the best next move you're going to make. You can never expect that the opponent is going to see something, for example, that you don't see. You will get startled by that. You will be confused at what happened, but you have to keep going. And I think it's really important to just prepare yourself for that event. Don't overthink it, and then actually face that and make the best out of it.
Yeah. I don't really know chess, but I want to learn this year.
Yeah, chess is really difficult, but really fun. All right, so your serious trading career. For how long have you been trading and given it your all?
So after blowing the first account, it was at the end of October, I started taking trading very serious. Like when I blew it, I didn't have a strategy. I was trading just what I see, and I didn't really understand what you mean by creating a strategy. I know you
Yeah,
have
makes
a
sense.
video clip in your course and where you say how you can create a strategy based on time, session, concepts, and everything. And I didn't understand it. And to be honest, I didn't watch the full course. I watched it after I blew the account, and after that I created one strategy and I stick to it until now. I'm still trading that strategy and I'm trying to improve it.
And that right there is absolutely amazing because it's just like you say. Let's first touch upon the first thing you said. So, a lot of people are trading, they are trading a certain model, they are trading a certain concept. So, let's go with support and resistance traders. They are trading a certain concept, they are trading when key levels getting hit, they take shorts or long based off of that, and they just apply risk management, and that's about it. With a strategy, there's a lot more to it. In a strategy, you need to have proper risk management, not only being I only risk 1%, no, how many trades can I win? How many trades can I lose? When do I end the day? What do I do when the market is being very bullish? What do I do when the market is being very bearish? What am I doing when the market is super rangy? What am I doing with news? And I think all of those things, they all are part of a strategy. And I think the most important thing is that you have a statistical base behind it. And I think what you just said is something that already differentiates you from 99% of people, because you just mentioned you just created your first strategy, you started testing it, you started applying it on funded accounts, and now you're seeing amazing results with it. But this is because you have been sticking to this one strategy that you've created. You started sharpening your edge, you started to match your psychology with it, you believe in it, and you are consistently executing something. And just getting that intuition based on that, pulling that data from your wins and losses, that is basically what is going to differentiate you from 99% of people who are not profitable.
I liked you because you didn't give the strategy. You put us to build the strategy.
Exactly. Because how many times have you seen it that there are people in the online space who are really profitable and you think like, hey, I want to trade like this guy. And this guy gives you their strategy, but it just doesn't work for you.
Yeah.
And that is something that I love about the elite membership and I love about the elite members. Indeed, I do have some built-in plug and play models, and a model is not a strategy again, right? But when you join the elite membership, as you know, you have some models that you can instantly apply in the live markets and be successful with if executed properly. But the real beauty from the elite membership is that you learn some really simple concepts based on ICT, but I would say my own variation of the ICT concepts. That's something that you are taught, and you are taught to just pick the elements that resonate with you. Like, I've never said, look at breaker blocks, order blocks, fair value gaps, liquidity, look at this model, that model. I've just said, build your model, build your strategy based on the things you like and start implementing those. And I think your strategy is exactly that. You've just taken out of it what resonates with you. You have applied a risk model that matches your psychology, because I do think you are aiming for like pretty high R trades, aren't you?
Not really. On the 5K account, I was aiming for a higher risk reward because I can risk only 0.25%. But on the phase 1 and phase 2, I was looking for 2, 3 or something like that.
Yeah, that alone, like how you are saying this, that is something that I do not hear in non-successful traders. You adapt your risk management, you adapt your strategy based on the account that you have to deal in. And that to me just indicates that your mindset is so far ahead of so many people. And why do you think that that is? What do you think that the key factor has been for your growth?
I think that stick to one strategy enter the position, you will know where the market will stop and you can take your profits right over there. Like 5R, 4R, full profit. And yeah, all I can say is like stick to one strategy and after the day it's over, try to see if you miss your trade based on your strategy.
Absolutely, man. That is perfect. Like, honestly, I've said this before, but I cannot express how proud I am of you as a trader, man. You came into the community, you asked all the wrong questions, and then you started asking all the right questions. And I just love
Yeah.
how I've managed to pass on the mindset. All that I hear coming out of your mouth is just pointing out to the fact that you are a super, super consistent person, which is insane, both at your age and just at the time that you've been practicing this. But the consistency, and that is something that I have on my wallpaper, consistency is key in trading, in life in general.
Yeah, I have same. I have paint that I bought. Say like I think you know it is like the iceberg thing. Success and what it's under the iceberg, late nights, discipline, risks, everything.
I think I know the image indeed. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah, that's really nice to empower yourself with these thoughts, these mindsets. And I think what really differentiates you as well is you came into the elite membership, and a lot of people, they are really arrogant. And that's to be expected because some traders who come in, they have, let's say, 3 to 4 years of experience under their belt. So they feel like, hey, I know it better. I don't care what this guy says. And they just keep continuing down that spiral. While you came into the elite membership and you were really open-minded, you asked me all of these questions and I tried to give you really suitable answers for them, and you just absorbed it like a sponge. Also, you have been elite of the month, and let me, for the listeners, quickly explain what it is. So basically, I'm running this paid mentorship slash course where people pay a small fee each month to be a part of it. And those people who I feel are consistently performing in the elite membership, they each month are able to attain an extension on their elite membership. So for example, here, Patrick was really, really consistent the whole time. He was showing up, posting charts, asking questions, helping other people. And when someone does that, I just love that they are in our community in general. So what I do is I just extend the membership for 1 month for free. And that is something that Patrick has been achieving now for, I think, the third month in a row. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And that is pretty spectacular. So that already is showing how much of a consistent person you are, because you have been 3 months in a row, I think, the top member in the elite membership, which is really cool. And that is also one main reason why you got to where you wanted to be. And I'm sure you want to get a lot further, but that is why you got here so quickly, don't you think?
Yeah, like I'm very different from other people's. Like when other party, I like to stay home and learn about trading and stuff. And I think that helped me a lot. I don't have that many friends. I have like 3, 4, 5 friends that I really talk to, and that's it.
I feel you. And that's something I want to touch upon as well. Your social circles. I'm sure that just like I am, you're pretty obsessed with trading in general, aren't you?
Not really. Like if a friend wants me to come and talk to him, play some football, I will go. Like
Okay.
it's not a trading a problem.
Okay. What I was trying to get to is that for me personally, I also have a small group of friends, so to speak, and I love hanging out with these people. But
Yeah,
something that I
same.
was really, really missing before I created the community were people who were like-minded, who had the same interests, just people in general to talk to about trading. Is that something that you missed before being an elite member?
Yeah, like only one friend that I talked to wants to enter the trading space, and when I was back trading support and resistance, I was trading with him. And he knows something about trading, but last week he asked me to teach him some ICT. And I said, yeah, of course.
That's
We
nice,
both
man.
lost money and we need to recover it.
So basically, he started trading support and resistance with you back in the day,
But
but he decided
yeah,
to
like,
give it up.
yeah.
Well, it's really nice of you because I do imagine that if you get into something together and right now you worked your ass off to actually get where you are, and this person basically just gave up, I think it's really humble of you to say, like, hey, man, I still want to help you. All right, let me get into some more of the questions here. All right, so what aspects of the community do you find most appealing and beneficial in the elite membership?
So I like all the channels, but the most I like the elite markup because I can see others markup and I know that I'm doing something good. Like when I was starting, I was comparing my stuff to others to see if I'm on the good way. And I wasn't. Like I wasn't on the way I wanted, and that motivated me to push more and learn more things.
Yeah, and I think that's also something really interesting because back in the day, the complete Discord was completely free. And then a lot of people started to join. So we had to make some distinction. I couldn't pass my attention everywhere. So that's why there is the fee to actually join the elite channels and have the
Yeah,
course. But what I think is really worth noting is that if you, and I don't know if you've noticed, if you look at the free channels and you look at the markup that is being posted there, it's usually the exact opposite of what is being posted in the elite markup channels, which is
yeah,
basically
I know.
telling you that you are using all of the other traders who are also actually looking at ICT concepts or trying to learn it. You can actually see that the elite members are straight up using the other people as liquidity, which I think is so funny sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. For those unfamiliar with the Elite program, how would you describe its value and what to expect from it?
Like, don't expect the success over the night. Like, when I heard about ICT, a lot of people say that you will get funded in 2 years, you will blow a lot of accounts, but it's not true. If you put the hard work in and believe in you and set goals, you will reach them very, very fast. And that's how the elite community helped me.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I think if I personally had to describe the Elite membership, there is a course, and the course is great, I think. I think I
Yeah.
give you all the necessary tools to reach what you need to achieve. But I personally think that the main aspect there is that it really hammers on the discipline and the consistency and finding the edge within you. Because you can give a
Yes.
person a consistently profitable strategy, but if the person itself is not consistent, he will never make it work. Because you could have a 99% win rate strategy. You could be winning 99 trades out of 100. And with that one trade, you could over risk everything and lose all of your profits, which is something that I think we preach in the elite membership a lot, is that in order to become successful, you indeed need your strategy, and you definitely get an insane edge with the course and following the technicals and the concepts. But I think what's most important is that it really hammers on the mindset. Would you agree that that is indeed what you have found as well?
Yeah. Like, when you have around people that have the same goal as you, all of you can get fast there if everyone helps each one.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's really amazing how everyone is being so supportive, and also
Yeah.
everyone is keeping each other accountable. Like if you're slacking, if you're not doing great, someone will be there to tell you. Someone will be
Yeah.
there to slap you on the wrist, but also to pat you on the back, which I think is really amazing in our community. And have you actually joined any other courses or communities before?
No, I was searching for the perfect one and I found it in one try.
That's awesome, man. Damn, I love to hear that. Let's see what the last questions here are. Because I had this question, what differentiates the elite community from others? But of course, you don't have the experience. So perhaps I could ask you, what do you think that differentiates the elite course from other free courses or whatever courses that you've taken before?
I like a lot the way you explain everything, that you are calm and you know what you are talking about. Like, if I watch 2 videos of yours, I know that you make money from trading and you know what you talk about on the charts and everything.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, and it's funny that you say this because you do have like these YouTube guys who have YouTube channels and present trading. And of course, they make their main income out of courses. And as you now know, which I communicated in the elite membership, I'm really transparent about the numbers of money that's coming in, the numbers of money that's going out. And right now, the community is actually operating on a net loss each month. So we have to fix that, of course, because in order to sustain something, we need to have a positive cash flow. But even when that cash flow becomes positive, I'm going to put most of it back into the community in the form of giveaways, perhaps get some nice people to talk in the communities. I've got some great plans. A lot of these YouTube guys, you just go to their videos and just based on their personality and their emotional state of mind, even looking at the comments they are posting or the Twitter posts that are coming out or the reactions to comments, you can just see that these people, they can simply not be profitable traders because
Yeah.
they're a mess, like emotionally.
And I don't really trust the traders that shows Lamborghini, Rolexes and everything. Like,
Exactly.
this is for dumb people to buy their courses and Signals Group.
Yeah, and I think also like in general, like if you think about it, I mean, a Lamborghini, it looks nice. If I would make 10 million a year, I would love to grab myself a Lamborghini, but I'm not. And also, I think any trader is going to be level headed. I don't think there's going to be a trader who says on $1 million account, I am making over 20% a month. That's just not going to happen. You have to be realistic about that. And
Yeah.
I think that if you see these guys with these Lamborghinis, it's not right. It doesn't make sense because these are really statistical people. You also need to know that when it comes to trading, a trader is not consistently making the same amounts of money. So it's really difficult for traders in general to get, in first instance, loans approved. It's very difficult to go to a bank and say, hey, I want to borrow 500,000 euros for a big house or for a car. They're going to have difficulties with it
Yeah.
because you're not going to get a loan. Also, you need these expenses for tax write-offs, right? And most traders do know this if you are working with capital. And for me, it makes a lot more sense because I have a car. I think it's a decent car. I think I've shared this in the group, but it's not like an insane car. I simply drive a hybrid car, which is a really decent tax write-off. If I were to get a Lamborghini, it wouldn't be a tax write-off. So to me, indeed, like you said, it doesn't really make that much sense to me either that these people are flaunting these very luxurious cars and have like thousands of them. To me, it's more like a marketing stunt than it
Yeah,
is
for
for
sure. Like you have a $200,000 car, but you want guys to buy $50 course and something like that. It makes absolutely no sense.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's something that a lot of people have actually been calling me stupid because of this. I have someone who actually manages my expenses as well, who manages my business, let's call it my financial advisor. And this guy has been telling me like, hey man, you need to stop this. I don't know what you're doing with the community and what's happening there, but you need to stop this. It's costing you money. But to me, it is much more. Of course, I would love it if it generated an income, but it is not a necessity. Also, something really important to mention, we just got a marketer in the community, which is also going
Yeah.
to cost me money. So yeah, she's called Bliss. And right now we're going to start focusing on getting that positive cash flow. But up until now, and I think the elite membership now exists for, I would say 10 months, we actually never advertised. So that's also pretty cool to have acquired this nice little group of people who are all really like-minded, all starting to become semi-successful. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah, I like that the elite members is a small group of people and we know each other.
Exactly. Yeah, I
And
love that as
yeah,
well.
it's not 1,000 elite members that I only know two people from there.
Yeah, at that point, it doesn't become fun anymore because to me, the
Yeah.
elite membership, it really feels like a family. Like if something were to happen with you or with someone from the elite members, I think everyone would have compassion with it. Everyone would care. While in these big communities, someone could literally disappear from the earth, not ever come back, and no one would know. While with us, if
Yeah.
someone hasn't been active in a few days, we start wondering like, hey, what's up with him? Where is he?
Yes, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I really like that. All right. And then I think I have one final question. You're now a good trader. You are a consistent trader. So what advice would you give to someone who is either considering joining the elite membership or is about to join the elite membership? What advice would you give to those people? Like first and foremost, when making the decision to join and also when they would enter, what advice that you could give on those topics?
So if you want to enter, don't expect the winnings over the night. Like if you put the work in, everything will come to you. But if you are lazy and don't put the work in and don't believe in you, I don't think you will reach in the future as a fundy trader or what your goal is.
Well said, man. Really well put.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything that you would like to add?
Yeah, to stick to only one or two strategies. Don't change the strategy like your socks every single day because don't work one time. This is what I was doing when I blew up my first account. I tried a lot of strategies, a lot of entries doesn't make sense. I was trading everything I see on the charts. And second, learn the risk to reward. If you have a good trading plan with a great risk management and everything, the way you trade will change. Like you can have 4 losses in a row, and with one single trade, you can recover it and be in green for the month. Yeah,
Thank you so much for that, man. Thank you for all of your time in general.
no problem.
I really liked the
Thank you.
conversation we had here.
Yeah, same.
All right, man. Bye.